Hello, my friends. Namaste. I'm Loftis of Nuit Astrology. Welcome to your planetary energy forecast for the week of April 24th, 2023. Now, we're still in the eclipse vibe, right? And we're in between eclipses. So it's still a time to have a little bit of the astrological caution flag up, white light shields up, and this Mars clash with Chiron. Mars in the super feely sign of Cancer, highly sensitive, all right? You just have to just imagine that everything you say to somebody is going to have so much more of an impact, and they're going to hear it maybe through a filter of pain or suffering, all right? And so be just a little more kind, a little more gentle, a little more cautious, and a little more understanding if people are kind of edgy or difficult, all right? Just give them space, and you may even find that in yourself. And so engage your own healing practice, your own beautiful spiritual ways that you take care of yourself. And keep in mind, if you're having problems with any kind of water sign energy, the answer is usually water. Drink more water, go take a shower, go do a soak, go do a float, go visit the ocean, go kayaking, go, get some water, add some water. All right. Now, one of the really interesting elements of this week is I've been talking for a while about this connection between Saturn and Pisces and the South Node in Scorpio. Beautiful trine, beautiful blessing. And then the sweet little sextile that the North Node is having to Saturn. Well, this week the Sun is going to meet that North Node at 4 degrees of the sign of Taurus, which means it will be getting that nice little sexy sextile from Saturn, but it also means it's going to be standing across the sky from the South Node in Scorpio. So it's essential that you high vibe your Taurus energy, that you don't do too much Taurus, right? Too much Taurus is being, holding old grudges. Negative, too much Taurus is sitting on the couch with, your gallon of Haagen-Dazs. Too much Taurus is clinging to possessions, right? Or being possessive even about people or anything really. Positive Taurus is understanding how the earth works, understanding how life works, right? Enjoying physical pleasures, enjoying good food, planting the garden, hugging the trees, right? If you hear some noise, I've got a cat wandering around over here. Watch the Scorpio. The Scorpio part of your chart wants you to let go of something, and the Taurus area of your chart is saying don't go too big with this, okay? So keep that in mind for the entire week. All right. So, we've got a Gemini moon as we start the week, and it's going to sextile the Jupiter in Aries as it squares the Neptune. All right. So I kind of like that. It's kind of like, oh, I want to do all of this. Oh, but yeah, I probably can't. All right. So just don't overdo it. That positive energy. Now, this is another big, long moon void from 8:15 in the morning East Coast time until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. No signing contracts during that time. And hey, we're in the Mercury retrograde cycle, so you got to be cautious about any of those things anyways, right? Tuesday the 25th, we've got a beautiful Sun-Saturn sextile. Exactly, right? And that's the one I was talking about, meeting the North Node precisely. So you're going to feel it all week, I think, especially because Saturn tends to fire late. So you might not see it right away, that blessing beam. Boy, but with that Sun meeting the North Node, it's a lot. It's a very evolutionary energy, all right? Cancer moon for that day, which has some really nice energy. So definitely a day that you can kind of really tap into your intuition. All right. It's going to meet Mars that day as well. So again, you want to high vibe that Martian energy. You may really feel like you want to take action to nurture or care for somebody, or work on understanding your lineage karma, or, that type of positive thing. But watch that you're not overly protective or overly sensitive. All right. On the 27th, the moon will move into Leo, and so then it will stand across the sky from Pluto in Aquarius. So kind of a moment of clarity there. It will square to the Sun in Taurus. And then that is the day that the exact square between the Mars in Cancer and the Chiron in Aries. And so again, I kind of look at this could be a clash in parenting styles, difficulty with, You know, you're wanting to take care of somebody this way, they don't like it. Someone feels exposed, they feel hurt. Those wounds are really obvious. So, you know, keep all those things in mind and really just be gentle. Be gentle with yourself and everybody else, right? You know, you can either start being really kind and non-judgmental to yourself, and then that will spread out to others, or you can stop judging other people and eventually you'll stop judging yourself, right? Pick one. All right, on the 28th, we got the Leo moon squaring that Mercury and Uranus in Taurus, all right? But it sextiles the Venus in Gemini. So just watch over the top emotions again. And I feel like that's the general caution flag for the week. The sun begins to move away from the conjunction with the nodes. So the sun is moving forward in the sign of Taurus as the nodes are moving backwards, still at 4 degrees. They've been at the 4 degree mark forever. That 4 to 5 degree mark, no matter where it is in your chart, has been lit up if you have a planet or sensitive point there. On the 29th, nice little sextile from the Mars in Cancer to the Uranus in Taurus. So potential insights, potential understandings, potential intuitive flashes coming up. Another long void of course moon in Leo. It trines to Jupiter in Aries and then goes void at 6:53 in the morning and does not move into a different sign and come out of the void until about 3 o'clock Eastern. So keep that in mind for that day as well. And then we wrap the week and the month on April 30th with that Virgo moon. It's going to be right across the sky from the Saturn in Pisces. Virgo moon is already a little kind of a little harsh, you know, a little bit of an analytical moon. So watch that you're not being too harsh or critical with others. It will send a lovely beam of energy to the sun and to the retrograde Mercury in the Taurus sector of your chart. But like really tap into your own personal compass, your own inner understandings in order to navigate that day successfully. All right, and then we are getting ready for May. I am hoping to return to doing a monthly forecast. I just have not had time. There's been a lot of change in my life and a lot of just clients and things, so all good. But I do hope to record a monthly for May, so look for that. If you found this useful and helpful, please comment below. It does help the channel to grow. Please hop on my website, check out my memberships. I have a brand new course, meditation and immersion, or mindfulness and meditation immersion, up online. So yeah, lots of good stuff there, lots of good information on the blog. Let's see what the tarot has to say about this finish to the month. Hello, my beautiful friends, and welcome to your Isis Lotus Tarot spread for the week of April the 24th, 2023. Shockingly, the last week of the month, my goodness. All right, I hope the eclipse has been kind to you. A little bit more of a mellow week, but still some pretty interesting astrology. I am liking that sextile Sun Saturn. It's a good time to get your Saturn on. All right, so as you know, we have these two different ways the energies can express themselves, and we're going to see how we are going to handle this week. And the reading is for the collective. All right, now as we start out, we've got you, or the basic influence, I'm sorry. So this is where we're coming from. We're coming from, you know, wow, the Fool. It's awesome. It means, wow, look at all the potential, all the possibilities. He's zero, right? Infinity, forever, endless, just endless opportunity is available. This is always a card that says, really follow your heart. All right, now the present you. Two of Pentacles, we got this last week too. It's like we're trying to stay balanced, trying to be smart, not too much, not too little. Goldilocks zone. The environment. We've got the Temperance card. Again, we got that last week too. Moderation, balance, patience, healing. Got a lot of Chiron firing, so maybe that has something to do with that. All right, and then these things come together, and we have Six of Wands, which is crazy because that's also one of the cards we got last week. So I very much feeling that these last 2 weeks are paired, right? But getting recognition, being seen, being admired, being understood to be a person who has some answers and abilities. Now, this is the key card. We've got the Five of Wands, the argument. So this again could be internal or external, but it's got that energy of the five. It's right in the middle. So you got to figure out which way it's going to either escalate or de-escalate. We all know what we want to happen. De-escalate. Opposing forces. Well, there's something that you want to start and you're really fired up about it. Okay. Other side, Tower. Dramatic change, big change, challenging change. All right. Now, the near future key card. What's coming? Well, what's coming is you're going to move to a better place, all right? There has to be some movement, but rest assured you are going to find a place of calm, more calm. You know, after the blow up, you will find the right place to go. Now, over here on the Ace of Wands side, you're the Queen of Wands, right? Taking care of business, taking action, stabilizing the home, being responsible, but being the initiator of action. On the Tower side, Page of Pentacles. So with that dramatic change brings opportunity to start something brand new, something you're really excited about. Over here on the Ace of Wands side, 10 of Pentacles. Wow. So money, support, understanding, knowledge, whatever it is that you need, that abundance is there for you. Work your abundance rituals. On the Tower side of things, we've got 6 of Pentacles. All right, so you want this thing, right? This Page of Pentacles, you've got this dream, you've got this desire. Well, you have to pour your resources into it, pour your energy into it, really commit to it. And then over on the Ace of Wands side, we've got the Devil. Boy, we're getting a lot of the same cards, man. As last week, go watch last week's video. That may give you some insights. You may be able to see what happened in last week's spread. It might give you some insights on this week's spread. So the Devil, addiction, obsession, lust, all those, difficult human emotions. On the other side, 7 of Wands, have some boundaries. Have some really good boundaries with other people, but also with, negative thoughts, negative speaking. You got to really have your game on, your protections going on, but also like the space to do these things. Paired with the Devil, we've got Judgment. All right, so a very karmic card, a decision will have to be made. You really need to think this through. On the Tower side, King of Wands. So you got to have those boundaries, but then you also have to take that energy and go with it. Realize that you are in charge, that these are your decisions to make. This is your life. Who else's life is it? It's your life. Wow. Okay. So this is a really interesting way of looking at this week. Okay. We start out as the Fool. Infinite possibility. We have to stay balanced. Temperance, moderate. 6 of Wands. Okay, we are in charge, but yet there's this conflict, this indecision, this internal argument or external arguments. We're either going to go for it or something's going to happen that's going to force us, right? So we either initiate or we respond. You'll know which one you have to do. If you initiate, Ace of Wands, you're moving in the right direction. Either way, you're going to be moving into a better place. So trust that. But you were either Queen of Wanding, taking care of business. You're the person who's responsible for all the details, for all the taking care of. It's not like, well, who's going to do that? You're going to do that. And you have the resources, time, energy, and money to do it. Then there could be some problems, okay? There could be some struggles. You've got to really watch your emotionality here. And be discerning. Be smart. Be wise. Who are you going to trust? Better be you. You better trust you. On the Tower side, okay, if things start to fall apart and you have to be more responsive, again, you will still end up moving to a calmer place. But then you're going to have to initiate something that really, really practical, but, you're going to have this idea, okay? And then you've got to pour the time and energy into it in order to make it work. You'll have to have good boundaries in order to make it work. You've got to make space and time for these things. But then you will really find this space of being in charge of your life, making decisions, feeling a little bit more autonomous.
Interesting wrap to the month, my friends. I wish you well. Please comment, please like, please share. It helps the channel to grow. I wish you the best, and I'll see you next week.